guys? Welcome to another edition of the Market Marauder Show. Beating the market one trade at a time. If you're new to the Market Marauder Show, the investment channel helps you find best deals in the market. If that's something you're interested in, make sure that thumbs up. Definitely helps the YouTube algorithm promote the videos. Alright, today we'll be talking about some of the top stocks that I think everyone should be watching. Now we are in a very volatile market. A lot of stocks are red. Some of them are continuing to go down. But in this episode, just going to be talking about some of the stocks, doing the due diligence for you so you don't have to. Some of them are meme stocks, but some of them I think are long-term value plays. So let's just jump into the first one. First one on the list, we have AMC. So AMC ended the week at $29.20, up zero point 0.8 cents or 8 cents, 0.27% in the after hours. They are bullish. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100. We have the VWAP is right below moving average 10, but overall I think still bullish, hitting a low this week of $20.80 and shot up to this level where they currently are at. So going to be looking for them to continue to go up for next week. As far as news is concerned for AMC, let's jump into some news articles. So AMC Theaters eclipses box office records with Spider-Man No Way Home achieving highest December opening night ever and second highest opening night of all time. So 1.1 million moviegoers attended Spider-Man No Way Home at AMC Theaters in the U.S. Attendance for the movie at AMC's international theaters are also robust. So there are a lot of people going back to the movie theaters. They have, certain precautions at a lot of the AMC theaters, but you're starting to see a lot of big movies coming out at the theater. I know Matrix is coming out pretty soon, so that should be another big one. But I know Spider-Man was definitely a huge one that a lot of people were excited to go see. But AMC theaters being the avenue from where people are going to see these movies. So there was a long period of time where AMC was not hosting movies. Their theaters were closed. But I think having these big box office hits are going to start helping AMC theaters to rally back up and then, gain more capital for their theaters overall. And another news for AMC, their theaters and Wax to issue a new exclusive "I Own AMC" NFT to all existing and new members of AFC Investor Connect. So AMC Theaters, the largest theatrical exhibitor in the United States, in Europe, Middle East, and in the world, today announced, and this came out on the 6th of December, announced that after a favorable public response to a movie-themed NFT offered a week ago exclusively to AMC ticket buyers. AMC will now offer a second NFT, which stands for a non-fungible token, by the way, to all AMC investors. Connect members to be delivered by Worldwide Asset Exchange or WAX. The movie themed NFT was the first ever NFT issued in significant quantity by the theater exhibitor, and the AMC Investor Connect NFT will be the second. So they're jumping into the NFT space. I think we're going to start to see a lot more companies jump into the NFT space, but I think it's a good move forward for them, at least for just publicity standpoint, and people trying to get a hold of that NFT and just bringing people to the theater. So I think that was a good strategic move from their management team or whomever pulled the trigger on that decision to have NFTs incorporated in their theaters. So I think AMC is on track to continue to go up as long as you get a lot of these box office, movies coming out, and the movie industry starts to ramp back up. So next we have T, which stands for AT&T. They had a low of $22.02 this week. Ended the week at $23.80. So only 9 cents away from their week high, which was $23.89. Overall, I think it's a great stock. I think a great long-term play. If you're into dividends, it's a great dividend stock. They do pay pretty steady dividends, and so if you want some way of passive income, you can get passive income for just one share or $23.80 at the time of recording. And so going to a news release from them, there's just some of the things they're talking about. They declared their dividend. AT&T has been paying out dividends basically forever. One of the long-term dividend companies. So if you're trying to build a passive income portfolio, then having dividends is a great way to get some passive income in your account. And so on here, this is just where they said they declared a dividend. So for each share that you own, you will get 52 cents. So that's a nice, great way to increase your portfolio, and those dividends do definitely add up over time. So going on here, there are just some updates that came out from the CEO, Jeff McElfresh. And so going to read some of this. He discussed momentum in AT&T's wireless business. Nothing that AT&T's consistent go-to market strategy has driven improved market position, supported by healthy um, wireless service revenue and EBITDA growth. Uh, McElfresh noted that over the past 5 quarters, the company has delivered its best subscriber results in a decade, with nearly 4 million postpaid phone net additions. And so 1.4 million fiber net additions. At the same time, Wireless delivered its best ever EBITDA in the third quarter of 2021, up 3.6% year over year. So they're continuing to grow. I know their fiber network, a lot of people have that, but they're continuing to expand their fiber network. So I think AT&T in general will be a great long-term hold, especially getting that 52 cents every quarter for that dividend. So that will be 4 times a year you will get that 52 cents just for holding a share of AT&T. So next on here, we have Uber. I don't really have any news articles for Uber, but I think Uber has continued to grow as this pandemic, continues to go on. I think Uber and Uber Eats is going to be something that a lot of people are still using. So you have DoorDash and Uber Eats. Uber Eats, I think people are still going to be using, especially with the spread of Omicron. You're going to have more people start to use Uber Eats again, and then the ride-hailing services, which is going to be a lot cheaper to ride in an Uber to get to places than just buying a vehicle, since vehicle prices are pretty outrageous at this current moment. And so they hit a high this week of $40. And then they ended the week at $39.67, so down 1 cent from trading, but overall still bullish. They had a low this week of $34.88, and so nice little rally towards the end of the week on that bullish upward trend that they had. So definitely going to be looking to see how they perform as the weeks continue to go on. Next, we have VZ, and that is for Verizon. And Verizon had a low this week of $49.69, hit a high of $53.22, ending the week at 53.12. So only 10 cents away from their high that they hit this week. I think Verizon's a great long-term hold as well. They do pay dividends as well. So AT&T and Verizon, two great dividend stocks if you want to have passive income in your portfolio. And so on here, just going to read some of the highlights of the Verizon press releases. And so these are the press releases that have come out. You have Verizon and New Lab unveil results of 5G Studios' third startup cohort. Then they donated $100,000 to support Midwest tornado relief. They're actually in response to the Kentucky and Illinois tornadoes. They're giving unlimited call, text, and data for parts of Kentucky. So I think that was something cool that they're doing to give back, knowing all those people, their homes and stuff were devastated. Through those storms that came through. It was pretty crazy seeing the path devastation. Prayers going out to all the people who were affected by that. And so I think it's cool that Verizon is going to above and beyond their customer service to help those people with cellular service. And then also on here, creating custom experience and next we have Skyward announced pre-orders of Parrot NAFI AI 4G LTE connected drone solution. So they just basically have a lot of things that are going on with 5G, 4G LTE, and a lot of things going on just network connectivity wise. So I think they're going to continue to grow, especially for a dividend company. You have a great dividend. And as far as mobile service is concerned, I think they're one of the best companies that are out there. So next we have SOFI. SOFI ended a little bit of a bearish downward trend this week. They were up pretty far. So up here they were around like $17.11. Fell down to 13.66. And then ended the week at 14.68. So tried to rally back up after that, but they will have to retest this 14.97 level for next week, which is the moving average 100 line. So going to some news on them. This is just their third quarter 2021 results. So just going to read some of the highlights on here. And so total year over year member growth of 96% to 2.9 million. Added 377,000 new members, second highest quarter increase in company history. Total products up 108% to 4.3 million, 5 consecutive quarter of year over year triple digit growth. SoFi Money, SoFi Invest, and SoFi Credit drove 79% of new member growth and 73% of cross buy. So I think SoFi is going to continue to grow. I think it's a great company. They have great products, for the financial industry. I think they're going to continue to grow based on that. Their numbers that they're doing are really good, especially for numbers of members that are continuing to grow. So definitely going to be looking at SoFi for a long-term play, and I think they'll continue to bounce back from where they currently are at. I think they're currently on sale, especially considering, you know. This 96% member growth, and then having triple digit growth over the quarter. I think that's year over year having triple digit growth. I think is a very fantastic metric to have. So I think they're going to be here for a long term. And I think as far as long term holding, it'll be a great company. It add a lot of great value to any portfolio. Lastly on here, ending it with another meme stock, and this is Palantir. Palantir is always trending on Wall Street bets. A lot of people follow Palantir, so I don't know if they follow it for what they actually do, but I know a lot of people follow it. It's right up there with AMC, GameStop, Tesla, so you'll see it on the forums a lot. They had a low of $17.81, ended the week at $19.02. Overall, still bullish though. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100. Moving average 100 is this purple line. Moving average 50 is this yellow line. And then moving average 10 is the red line. So just basically saying this red line is above the purple and yellow line. So going to a press release from them, they have a couple of deals that are quite substantial that they're doing, that they announced. So on the 17th, the Army Vintage reaffirms Palantir partnership for a third consecutive year with a $116 million agreement. So that's a large contract that they have. On here, they secure an additional $43 million contract from Space System Command. And then on here, it talks about their percentage growth. These numbers were actually really good overall. Then on here, just talk about how they're expanding, different solutions that they have, trying to solve the semiconductor challenges, handling big data. These are all buzzwords and things that are going on in the market. They're basically trying to alleviate some of the problems in the market using the resources that they have. So definitely very interesting overall. I think Palantir is still a great long-term company, and I think while it's on sale, maybe a great time to buy to add to your portfolio, especially since it is a meme stock. People will always be talking about it, especially as it starts to rally. There's a huge community of people who support this stock and this company. And I think they have a great platform moving forward. So that's the list. You got AMC, AT&T, Uber, Verizon, SoFi, and Palantir. So drop a comment down below. Tell me which one of these do you think has the most potential to go up. Also, drop a comment down below and tell me which stocks you are currently watching in your portfolio. While you're down there, make sure that thumbs up. It definitely helps YouTube out from the videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace and good luck to everybody out there trading.